From the gun, Jackson. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and will stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. On fourth down, it's Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. And this is blocked. But he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short, and the block kick leads to a turnover on downs.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. Forced out wide. He did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him, drop him for a big loss.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Third and long for Hurts. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Braden Mann to punch it away for the Eagles as this drive quickly stalled out. So he's on to punch it away. Lester on the return. To the 45. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Jackson, this a designed run. Oh, a loose football. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. And it'll be taken down, gets it beyond the 50. Well, so much for a nice gain and a good running play. Unable to secure it, the ball comes out and the defense comes off the field with a turnover.
Once the runner breaks through the line of scrimmage, Mike, it's very common to see them carrying the ball with one hand. But as they get further down the field and those defenders close in, you've got to protect it with 2 hands and make sure you secure the ball all the way to the ground.
Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. And they're not going to try to snap it. That'll be enough for this, and we'll bring the first half to a close. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it'll be 2nd down. In motion comes Andrews. Second down. Jackson. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. Not fun here. Third and a lot.
12 yards. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he sets his guys up with a short field and a chance to tie up this game.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play.
A 3-yard pickup.
From the 20, here's second down and 7.
At the 20-yard line.
Once again, it's Barkley. Saquon is in for an Eagles touchdown. Barkley puts 6 up for Philly.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Elliott now for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll run. It's Henry. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
22, Derrick Henry, the ball carrier. Jamon Campbell on the stop. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9. Jackson looking to throw. Moving to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Here's the give to Henry running right. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
The last 2 runs go nowhere and sets up third and very long. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will get some yardage there on the scramble, but not nearly enough. And that's going to bring up fourth and long.
3 yards. It's now fourth down.
On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Turnover on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now a give to Barkley, running right. Will be brought down inside the 25. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they could somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now Hurts. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
I love blitzing defensive backs. So when they blitz the corner, Mike, they call it a cat pressure. He's the corner cat. Man, it's so hard for the offense to get a beat on him. Who's accounting for him? And in this case, nobody was. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
DeJounte Wester now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
In motion comes Andrews. On play action, here's Jackson. Out to his right. He's going to run it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. Fourth quarter underway, and here's Henry. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Design run here with Jackson. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but there is a penalty flag on the play. Jackson now on second down. And that's going to make third down much more manageable. Good yardage there on the scramble.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Big play coming up. This is third down. A give right up the middle to Henry. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have the Ravens 1st down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going. They'll run it with Henry. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
35-yard line.
They'll go again here with Henry. And the defense there to meet him again. This time they get him behind the line of scrimmage. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. He's got the 1st down and more than that.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. Great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Jackson now. He'll swing that out wide. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
Eyes closed and my heart open just to get this off my chest and left my heart broken. Seeing how I go through some more.
Here is 1st and 10. Now Barkley. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 9.
Barkley.
2nd and 1.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. He'll get that out to Barkley.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Hurts. And is caught right side by Lemon. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
That's good for the Eagles. 1st down. First and 10.
Again, Hurts. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Hurts again. On the run to the right. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
On third down, it's Hurts. Open is the tight end, Eli Stowers. Here's your timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Interesting call for the defense. Pressure or sit back on 4th and 5. To the air again. Hurts. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
3 yards. That's another Eagles first down.
Here's Barkley. And he's going to go backward. Taken down at the 6.
He was taken down behind
Second
the line of
and
scrimmage.
goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings
Hurts
up
now.
second and goal. At the Ravens.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
By the Ravens. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Down to a knee here goes Jackson. And that should do it. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson. Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go here in Baltimore. The first carry for King Henry. Inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
He's got it, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens 7, Eagles 0.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is the pass, the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And the defense all over that one. They stop him. There is no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
He'll try to run here with Barkley. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
So after giving up a touchdown to start the game, you'd hate to then turn around on your opening drive and give the ball back after a 3 and out. So that's a nice hard run there. Nothing fancy, but just maintain possession and get a fresh set of downs.
On first down, it's Hurts. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Hurts finding Smith and an Eagle. First down.
A gain of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Tackle there by Trenton Simpson.
2 yards.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8.
39-yard line.
Now Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Hurts. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. That is Cooper DeGene in there for the stop. Second down, they need 7. We're going to go right back to Henry. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. in there on the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th down. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And they're going to get to him and take him down back on the other side of midfield.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Back to throw, Jackson. That's taken in. That's Elijah Surratt. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
A pickup of 18
And
yards.
we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They come up now on 3rd down and 4 to go. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Eagles.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be 2nd down and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Yards on the play. And it's third down.
On third down, here's Hurts. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big fourth down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. This will be a second down and 6.
Second and 6.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Talk things over before third down. He'll get this out wide, and he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off and there was nowhere for that running back to go. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it-best play call.
That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain. On fourth down, it's Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. This one from 49. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Ravens will extend to a 10-0 lead.
You know, it's very similar to when a receiver drops a pass. Like, you're hoping the very next play they throw it to you, you can kind of atone and put it behind you. Same thing for a kicker. You miss an early one, give me another shot. Let me see one go through the uprights, and goes a long way putting that one to rest.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for Devontae Smith. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. from the shotgun. It's Hurts. He'll take a shot down the field. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. Now timeout signal form, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts taking a shot downfield for Smith. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. Tyler Loop now to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. No issues there. This one is good. And the Ravens will open up a 13-0 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
On first down, it's Hurts. He's going to look downfield once again. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He's trying to push his way forward. There's nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Third and 10. Hurts to throw. He's got it!
Hurts pass complete to Eli Stowers. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles are on the board. It's now 13-7.
13. Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Flowers now to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Henry, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Nolan Smith. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a second and 5. Here's Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
He's got another first down and more. And he will score. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll run it here with Saquon. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 5. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards and an Eagle first down.
Throwing is Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Now Barkley. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down.
The 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Hurts. The defensive pressure was stifling, forcing the throw it away, and it brings up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now Hurts on fourth down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. They'll run it on first down with Henry. Not much. Second and long coming up.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
He'll go again here with Henry. And he is buried in the backfield. Loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
A tough spot here. Third and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and that's going to lead to a fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
All right, Mike, so think back to earlier in this game. The coach decides to be aggressive. He's successful on fourth down. He decides to do it again. This time, the defense has other ideas and comes up with a huge fourth down stop.
And he holds on to it here as he's out of bounds. That's a yard or two shy of the line of scrimmage. Therefore, that's a sack. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. To throw is Hurts. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass ball is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, it's Hurts. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Hurts now. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. On the give, here's Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
There's a give, heading right, it's Henry. Good blocking to the 15. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line.
6 yards.
A gain of 26, and it sets up first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Henry. Not much happening there, just a short game.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The PAT, up and good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. Now Hurts. He'll let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
Let's give credit to the defense. I mean, those throws, they have not been there this entire game. They have tried time and time again to test this defense downfield, and you can see a little frustration mounting from some of these receivers. They cannot connect downfield.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. To throw is Hurts. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Down pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.